What's up? We have a 2018 Amazon FBA success story for you right now. Are you worried about selling on Amazon? Do you think that you might lose all of your money? Totally get it. But we're going to bring one of the kids we've been mentoring in. His name's Aaron. He's doing 70 units a day. He's doing over $12,000 a month in revenue. He just launched this month. It's honestly crazy. I'm kind of jealous of how successful he's being, and we're going to bring him on the channel right now. Stay with us. So what's up, everybody? I'm so pumped to be here with you. Today we got a special guest. His name is Aaron. He's one of our students. He's one of our first students. And honestly, he's killing it so much that it's kind of ridiculous. I'm kind of jealous. I wish we would have started out this well. But the basic story is Aaron got his first product, and we started talking about it a couple months back, maybe 2 or 3 months back. I can't remember how long ago it was. And we were talking about just how do we get this launched? How do we get it going? He already had the product, so hats off to him for finding an amazing product with no help at all. And then we were talking about pictures, we were talking about listing, we were talking about all this stuff. But you get down to the nitty gritty details. My man is doing $12K a month on his first product, and it's at like a 50% profit margin. So we're talking he did $6,000 in profit in less than a month on his first product. That's ridiculous. I don't know if you know much about business, whoever's watching this, but that's ridiculous. So without further ado, I want to introduce Aaron. Aaron, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Say what up to the people, man.
Hey, Kale, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's cool that we can see each other face to face and talk on your channel like this. But yeah, my name's Aaron. I started FBA at the beginning of this year, and I've been selling for less than a month, and those numbers are accurate. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's so awesome. So I got a few questions for you. I'm sure the audience has a ton of questions too, and I'm going to link Aaron's Facebook profile below so you guys can ask him questions directly if you want. But let me just get started because I know they're dying to know how you did this. So let's just get a little background on you. Where are you from? How old are you? And how did you find out about Amazon FBA?
Okay, so I live in Virginia. I'm 22 years old, so I just graduated college, and
Wow.
I found out about Amazon FBA because I was looking for something more. I guess I work a 9 to 5 job, and yeah, I think it's similar to everyone else's story. There's got to be a more efficient way to make an income, and since I studied business in college, and I've always had ideas in mind. I just never had a platform or a medium to express those ideas in my opportunity-minded self, I guess. And so I think I spent like a whole month just heads down, just researching different ways to make income, or you know, um, just looking for a better way to do things. Because like even in business, like you're always looking for the next big thing, and like
Yeah.
it's always changing, and always you want to be on top of things and remain relevant. And so I came across Amazon FBA. I was scouring YouTube just like everyone else, and then yeah, I found a course. I pulled the trigger, and through that course, I met you guys, and so that's my background.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you. So you kind of answered my second question, which was what made you want to start Amazon FBA? You're reading my mind. But how'd you come across our channel? How'd you come across me? What do you think about KTnine in general?
Yeah, so I actually met Kale because he showed up on another channel. So it's kind of like a channel within a channel. Anyways,
Yeah.
I met him via Facebook chat. I reached out to him because he was featured on a channel for his success on Amazon, and I thought it wouldn't hurt to introduce myself and start talking to him to pick his mind about Amazon and stuff like that. And yeah, just talk to the guy, and Kale's a really cool guy, and I got to know him. He eventually launched a channel and a Facebook group and told me about his own initiatives to help people on Amazon. So yeah, that's how I met him, and why we're here today.
Cool. Awesome. So going into this, I'm sure you had some questions, but what were your biggest questions before you started, and how have you gone about answering those?
Yeah, well, the first obvious question is this legit? Like, because
For real.
every person you, yeah, every person you talk to, or every person who claims to be a guru or doing well on Amazon, makes it look very easy. And so, I'm very careful about things when I go into it, and I was skeptical at first, and I'm sure for good reason, just like everyone else. But I took a shot at it, invested in a course to see, not because I needed the course. The course was there to financially keep me accountable to stick with it.
Yeah.
And but it's nice to have it because it's all the information on the internet in one place without the fluff. And so my big question was, is this real? Once I got that answered, okay, I just followed the sequence of things. Okay, if I want to do this, how do I get started? I got to learn the business model. What's that? I got to do product research. What's that? Got to find a product, etc. I think the biggest thing was the big question in the center of it all throughout the whole time was whether this was possible by just a nobody like me.
Hmm.
So in the eyes of the business world, I'm not anyone yet. I haven't made any revenue. I have no I guess no experience doing making a brand or private labeling products. But you know, I think as I went through it, all these questions were getting answered. So those are some of my biggest questions.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, why do you think? Give me like 2 or 3 reasons why you were so successful with your first product. 'Cause I know people are dying to know like how'd you find it and all these details, but you can't really tell them what the product is. But give me 2 or 3 reasons why you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's been so successful.
Um, so I think my product was successful is main reason is product research. I know everyone emphasizes this, but I can't emphasize this enough. I mean, there are just a couple of things I checked ahead to make sure it was the right product. One was this is the main one, making sure all the requirements are met. So in terms of the review quantity, making sure there's a low barrier to entry, making sure there's a good revenue and a good profit margin, because you don't want to just enter a product, enter selling a product because that's a big commitment, and then find out that it's not going to provide for you to expand and grow. And so, yeah, so one is product research. Two, I studied the market. And so, what I mean by that is, I'm not just looking at the numbers, but I'm looking at my competitors as well, or my potential competitors at the time. So, my product had a low average star rating, and my natural question was why. And so, I went in and found out that this product was low quality and things like that, and they had all these complaints, and I made a note of them to make sure that if I'm going to launch a product, like, not only am I going to sell a good product, like, I want to stand behind it as well. So I think me being able to vouch for it personally really helped. It's something I use every day too. And so, um like, most people will recommend you to get a sample. Like, so once you procure the sample, like, test it out for a couple of days. And I think once I was satisfied after a couple of days of using it, that's when I pulled the trigger and putting everything behind it. My third and most important one, in terms of when you go live with Amazon, is listing quality.
Hmm.
So I was lucky to enter a product market where all the sellers were like manufacturers or using the manufacturers like
Yeah.
stock photos and stuff like that. And my background is in media as well. I studied business, but I did media on the side.
Hmm.
Photography, videography is my thing. And I just put my head down for a little bit and took the product photography myself, designed it, made sure that it was a design and was giving a message that resonated with the US audience, because there's a lot of opportunity when you're competing against Chinese manufacturers or cookie cutter suppliers or sellers,
Yeah.
and you can differentiate by really killing the listing. And so that's the, the third thing, and I think one thing on your listing, because that's the only thing that your consumers interface with before they actually get your product.
Yeah.
So those are the three things.
That's so good. That's so good. You should be running this channel, man. That's awesome. I remember talking to you early on, and I was talking about Honey Badger Boost, which is a company me and Taylor also own, which does product photography and listing optimization. And I was like, yeah, send me over your first few pictures of your product, and we'll see if we can help you out. And I got the first few pictures, and I was like, you're good, bro. You're going to be all right. Like, we try to be transparent with, all of our companies. So we knew that like we couldn't help you because your pictures were so good. So that's just awesome. That's a credit to you. A lot of people don't have that skill. So obviously, if you need photography and stuff, come to us. But you were killing on that. And that is, I agree. Your listing quality is super high. Let me see what I had here. So what have you learned the most I would say what do you learn from us? What do you learn on our channel? What can you use that we've been teaching as you go into your next product? 'Cause I know you're talking about going into your next product, and you can talk a little bit more about that too if you want.
So initially, I don't know if you remember, I initially reached out to you, and then you got back to me about Honey Badger, and you offered to do my listing optimization for me in
Yeah.
terms of the keywords and also the copyright. And
Mhm.
so I think the biggest help from you guys for me was getting the copyright started, getting an idea of what really like good copyright looks like,
Mhm.
and also on the back end using the right keywords to make sure
Yeah.
that you're you know doing the optimization correctly, because that's everything. Like you can create the most beautiful listing and you can put so much time and effort into making sure the product quality is amazing, but the listing optimization is what gets it in front of people, and if no one sees it, then there's no point, right?
Yeah.
And so I know your channel now is doing so much more on like keyword optimization and stuff like that, and I watch your videos and use them personally in my own listing. And I mean, I don't know if you saw, but like for all of my keywords I'm Amazon's choice. I'm not number one anymore because the my market's a little volatile,
Mhm.
but it's because of that keyword in the
Yeah.
back end that Amazon's choosing my product over the couple of others that are ahead of me.
It's
And
true.
so, yeah, keyword optimization, copywriting, and I've also looked at your PPC campaigns. I know we were talking during the Chinese New Year time, and so I was trying to slow burn my product, but
Mhm.
not lose progress.
Yeah.
But using your tactics, like there were no like instant results, but like a couple days in, like as I was raising the price, I accelerated your weeks to a couple of days just to mess around with the tactic. But your
Mhm.
strategy on raising the price a little bit, like crawling your way up instead of going full blast, really got my PPC campaign a lot of exposure. Like I think the first couple of weeks, like good quarter of them were from like of my sales were from PPC, and so you
Awesome.
guys have a lot of insight on how to use Amazon deeply, and like that's been really helping me a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, I think, and Aaron's talking. If you guys don't know, watching at home, Aaron's talking about the video we did. It's called "Low Bid ACOS Hack," I think is the title. So I'll link that above. Yeah, it's one of the best things that I've figured out. It really is the lowest ACOS on all of our campaigns as well. All right. So if you could do one thing over again. Oh, and I just want to say thank you for the compliments. Obviously, like thanks for that. We're gonna keep giving knowledge to you guys. We're gonna keep trying to
Yeah, no
help you guys
problem.
out, and I just love seeing you be successful. This is awesome. If you could do one thing over again, what would it be? Now that you've started, I know you have the perfect product, but if you could do one thing different,
Hmm. I think if I could do one thing over, obviously with the knowledge have now, if I knew everything I knew now back then, I think I would have just gone at it harder,
Mhm.
getting more product or getting more units, and also maybe diversifying my full portfolio a little bit, in
Mhm.
the sense that um, of course, for me, like I'm testing the market, seeing if it works, and launching one product is safe for me, and even that's a risk. But it's safe compared to launching like a whole portfolio of products. Like I know that you guys have done, like launching 10 at a time,
Yeah,
which is crazy. Um,
it was. Yeah.
but if I knew if I knew what I knew now back then, I think I would have diversified my portfolio and really the brand I'm launching. I think I would have built that up, because a lot of people talk about branding, and the thing is, it's hard to be a brand if you have just one product, and
Mhm.
it's hard to use a lot of tools that reinforce that brand, like the email autoresponder or interacting with the community around just one product.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
I think I would have built up a brand.
Mhm.
Um, if I have more products, then it brings customers back. It's rare that a customer would come back for the same product unless they either really liked it and wanted to get that for someone else, or unless they had a problem and want to leave me a bad review.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so diversifying my portfolio would probably have been my do-over if I had the chance.
That's awesome. Yeah. And that I totally agree. We're actually filming a video tonight. It's a product research video. And one of
Hmm.
our tips at the end is creating a product that you can feed another product with. So, like for your example, like I'm not going to give away what his product is, obviously, but it kind of leads itself where he could have another image in his listing that says, "Hey, you like this product? Buy this one too." And we have a couple products like that. And the way that they work together, when one sale goes up, the other sales go up, is incredible. So I'm pumped to help you out to get that next one, because that's really going to just boost both, and it's going to be sweet. But yeah, and I think this last question is perfect, and kind of goes in with the theme that I've been learning, is that having a mentor in this thing is just so key. Like, we had a mentor, you kind of have us now, and now that you're on the channel, people are going to be reaching out to you and asking you to be their mentor. So this is your first chance to be a mentor. What is your advice to people who want to start Amazon FBA in 2018?
My advice would be, so two things. One is to take action. I speak firsthand on being the epitome of analysis paralysis. I like to think things through and make sure that there's nothing I'm missing and stuff like that. And that's good to a certain extent. But if you're thinking the same thing over and over again and just dwelling on something and letting it weigh on you versus taking action on it, there's only so much good preparation and thinking that you can do before you have to take action to find out what's more, what more there is to it, So one is take action. Like I'm a testament, and also Kale and Taylor are a testament to how this thing can work, and it can work for anybody. Like, there's nothing special in particular in terms of like a business background with me and Kale. Anyone can do it. So one is to take action, and two, I think you said it, is to find a mentor. Now, I know like a lot of people claim to be gurus and stuff like that, and it's hard to discern who the real deal is versus someone who's trying to just get into your wallet.
Exactly.
But I think, and I know you've had your fair share with that too, because at the beginning of your journey, you probably looked for someone as well.
Yeah.
And so a mentor is key. And I say that because it's helped me a lot. I initially bought a course to get to where I am today, and by no means you don't need it. Now, there's like a handful of 1%ers out there that are like super smart and can put all the pieces together and are very ambitious and can do all those things. But for me, like, I can't get to where I was in the time that I did if I didn't have a mentor, or if I didn't have someone to talk with, or if I didn't have a community of like-minded people. So I think the second tip is find a mentor, or find a group of like-minded people, or get both.
That's good.
Yeah, that would be my biggest tip.
Awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, I think we're probably out of time. I think and you got to get somewhere, but thank you again for being here with us. We're pumped to have you on the channel. And since you're such a stud and you're killing it, when the next product comes out, we're going to get you back on here. We'll get you, you're close, man. You're close. Maybe we'll just get you up here. We'll get you in the studio and we'll do something in better quality. I apologize if the audio's bad or if the video's bad. Everybody out there, this is really our first teleconference, but we're going to get you back up here and we're going to do this in person. But I'll have to show you Pittsburgh. You've ever been to Pittsburgh, man?
Never been to Pittsburgh.
We're going to have to do a vlog. We'll do a vlog with Aaron when he crosses. What do you want to cross? 50K? When he gets to 50K, we'll do it.
50K. Sounds good. Did you say 15 or 50?
50. Come on, man. You can do 50. You're at 15 basically already. Thanks for being here, man.
Sounds good.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you watched till the end, because Aaron was really giving you some gems there. He's a smart guy. He's probably going to be mentoring all of us someday. He's the man. So love that we could have him on. Thanks again to Aaron. I'm going to link his Facebook profile below here. If you're new to this channel, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's just do this journey together. We're here to help. So thanks so much. And now that Taylor's not here today, I'm just going to end this on a smooth note, because I think he's the one that's messing up all the endings.